Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you don't know me, my name is Sarika Dintra and I'm back with another YouTube video. Okay, so today's video is a sit down video. Like you're just going to have a chit chat, okay? No vlog, nothing. Just a chit chat. So today's video, I think I'm going to entitle it National Service Will Wind You, but don't panic. Okay, because you're a child of God. Why would you panic? So from the title, you should be able to tell that it's just going to be like, okay, it's going to be about my experiences or the experiences that I have had during my national service personnel, like during this period of me doing my national service personnel. And I've actually had a few chit chat with some of my colleagues or some of my friends, and they've also told me about some of their experiences or the experiences they're actually having in their various institutions. So you're going to just jam all of them together. I'm come to give you tea. Okay. Yes. I was going to say something. But let me not forget. So I have to say this. God knows his children. Now I'm not saying you guys are not part of the children of God. But what are the odds that it was like we'll be done with our national service before there will be this compulsory mandatory military training for NSS first? What are the odds? You see, now if you're part of those people that will be doing the mandatory military something, I'm not saying you guys are not the children of God, but you see, we have foot soldiers of God. You are part of the foot soldiers of God, but we are God's babies. We don't do that. Hey, because imagine me being there, and they'll be like, attention, do this, do that. Oh, no. I'll cry. God knows his children. Who told us? More greasy almost. Let's get right into the video. Yeah. So we're having the NSS, okay. I think my colleagues started in, I'm saying my colleagues, okay. So my colleagues started in October. But I didn't start in October, or the whole of our institution. They also got posted to my institution. We didn't start in October. We started in December 9th to be precise. Yeah, it was definitely December 9th. So, yeah, we started on December 9th while my colleagues were already going to work. We are home resting, chilling. And with my institution, we don't even go for the full 1 month. It's just a couple of departments that go for like that 1 month. Okay. Other than that, if you're not part of those departments like printing and others, you have to go for like 2 weeks in a month. That means in the shift A and shift B. So shift A will come for like the first 2 weeks in that month, and then shift B will also come for like the next 2 weeks in that month. I think it's because of our numbers. We are many. I think around 600 or something. Yeah. So that's how we divide ourselves. Okay. So I'm not going to sit here and tell you guys that my NSS journey so far has been like a bed full of roses. It hasn't been a bed full of roses, my love. There were days that I had to pray to God for patience, especially when it came to dealing with my own colleagues. Sometimes I just don't get it. I don't know. Okay, so basically, with my department, it's like, you see how when you're home, you have something like, let's say you wake up, you have to sweep the whole compound with this. Okay, that's how I'm not saying we sweep. No, we don't sweep. We have cleaners for that. But like, there's this certain thing that we have to perform. And for us, that's the chore. When it comes to my department, that's the chore. Everybody doesn't want to do that chore. But then we all have to do it, because when we do it, it's part of the work. It's something that has to get away. When it comes to it, nobody wants to do it. I quite remember I've had several altercations with my colleagues because of this. There were days that I feel like, you know what, let me just leave it like that. Like, why? Why am I being stressed this much? Like, let me just leave it. But why I am? The always that I am in. I don't have the luxury to leave it like that, because my bosses won't even let me leave it like that. Because it's so tiring, like, when you feel like you're putting your best in something and, like, nobody's minding you. Oh, it's really is hard. Okay, I feel like that is the purpose of this NSS journey, okay? To enable us see the work environment. how it is, how to cooperate with your colleagues and how to handle stuff. Okay, yes. So in situations like this, I try to take a step back and breathe. And I've also had some of my colleagues who are actually sweethearts. To mention it, I don't want to mention names, but like they're actually real sweethearts, real life sweethearts that they've actually held me. They'll be like, "Oh, it's okay, don't worry, calm down. I think you should be like this," and maybe ignore the situation or everything. Yeah, so I'll say my NSS journey has actually taught me patience in some certain aspects of the work. Okay, and so far so good. I know I've had colleagues and some of my friends I've spoken to are also telling me that they've had situations whereby this work romance, bosses and them. But me, when it comes to I'm not saying this is for everybody, but me, when it comes to my workplace, my bosses are really cool. I haven't had that. No, I'm going to be dead honest. I haven't had that sort of advances coming from my bosses. My bosses, okay, in my office, all my bosses are like ladies. But like apart from that, the staff, no. I don't know how it goes for them. Maybe it's just because me, I always take him out. I don't know, but me, I'm just saying that me, my bosses are cool bosses. They are responsible bosses. They don't do that. But I think I'm speaking too soon. We still have some few months to go, but no, no, I don't think nobody would do that. My bosses, nice bosses, very nice bosses. They don't do that. Very responsible bosses. Is it the way I'm praising them? So no, even if they see this, I'm not sure they will never do that. Okay, good bosses, fantastic bosses. So yes, but yes, there are actually been situations where I've actually heard my colleagues while they're in the same institutions and but different departments, they're actually saying these things like they're being bullied because maybe sometimes they've actually rejected some of the advances of their bosses. And some of them are also not in my institution, but like friends from different institutions. So how do you handle this situation? Me, I feel like at this stage, we are all adults, okay? If you're going to give in to the advances of bosses, me, I'm not going to judge you. No, God forbid I judge anybody because I'm not perfect myself, do you get? So no, I will never, ever judge anybody if like they feel like times are hard for them and they want to give in to their advances. That is you. Okay. But just remember that every action has repercussions, okay, or consequences. Okay. And you don't go and also do it because maybe somebody's doing it, or maybe because you want a job or something. I mean, this world, I just trust God for everything. Okay. Some people, I don't know how you guys go about, but I just trust God for everything in my life. So that's my say. So, all I do if someone or a boss started making advances on me, I'll just pray that God will like let me want to save me. No, seriously, because these people, when they start with you, they are relentless. I'm telling you, unless prayer, you talk already about show. Rather, imagine why do you feel it? Whom you know, when you very few crass, so I can't that is what I would do. I mean, that's so maybe if it's becoming too much, you should probably do that. I think you should do that. You should definitely do that. Okay? Yeah. And yes, there's this thing I just want to talk about. It's talking about being polite at work. Okay. And I've come to, or being productive and being polite and being productive that way. I've come to realize that there are days that you are in, like, you know, that day I'm in for the day, like you want to do something good for the day. And you started your good on the good note, and all of a sudden a staff is just being unnecessarily rude to you. Unnecessarily rude to you, or unnecessary, like you be like, what have I done? They just try replaying the whole moment, the whole day, or the whole conversation in your head to see that, or if you've said something wrong. And then you just go on and say, it's like, you didn't say anything wrong. My dear, on that they do like this. Don't say anything. Because one thing I've come to realize is that in as much as you are all national service personnel, okay, we have some of our bosses looking at us, looking at every move that we make, asking questions about us whilst you're not around. And I can literally testify to this fact. So if you encounter that thing, yeah, some of them are just too rude. I feel like some of them, they're not happy. Oh, seriously, some of them, when someone, like, I've had instances where some people are just being rude to me for no reason. I just look at them, I'm like, maybe you're not happy at home, or maybe you had a problem with your spouse before coming. That doesn't mean you have to just put it on me. Like, it has happened countless occasions. But I just ignore them because that is a reflection of who you are, not me. Do you understand? The fact that you are rude, it shows you're not a happy person. Being rude for no reason, you're not a happy person. That's not a happy person, okay? And I'm not responsible for your happiness. I'm not going to lie. Because, I mean, why would you be rude to somebody for no reason? Like, you come to work, all of a sudden, that morning, I'm just being rude. There are days that I know some of my colleagues are literally going through a whole lot of things, but they come to work because they also have colleagues at work that makes them laugh. No, so they look for it in coming to work. So let's say me, I've had a bad day out at home, right? And I came to work and I'm trying to put my best, and then my colleagues are trying to lighten my mood. Then all of a sudden they came in to try to, like, I don't know, dampen my day or what. I'm not responsible for your happiness. I'm going to say this. You're not responsible for anybody's happiness. So if you're being rude, it just shows that you're actually not a happy person. And I'm not responsible for your happiness, okay? I won't mind you. The whole day, I mean, what I'll do for that whole day is that I'll make sure I'll avoid you for that whole day, so that you will be mean to your PC, because it's not me I come to become mean to. Then your PC do the staring contest and be giving the cheeky answers to your PC. Whilst I'm here trying to be polite. I mean, we are all humans. There's only so much we can take. Whilst you're all trying here to be polite to you guys, then some of you, like some people, just start being rude. Not to me, or you and your PC, do the stare down. I'll just avoid you for that period of time. So yes. So if anybody is just being rude to you, just ignore, okay? Because I feel like we are all building momentum, okay? Maybe somewhere, someone somewhere is actually looking at you. Everyone is giving you praises. So someone has actually said, oh, or a boss has actually said, oh, this guy, I'm going to recommend him for this job. Then out of the blue, you don't know what will happen. You don't know if your house people will send this person, or if you just principality that it's actually hanging in the air. And then this person will just come and do something to you, and you just react wild. Hey, all the momentum you've actually built from October, from December till now, or to that period, will have become waste, because yes, that is your true colors. And then you actually acting all along. Now in that moment, no matter how much you apologize, you've actually spoiled your record. So let me tell you something. Hold your heart, hold your heart. When somebody is being rude to you, don't say, don't worry, this is your time. Let them be rude to you. Okay, you just be nice and just do your work, because like I believe me, people are actually watching, and you'll be so surprised one day someone will call you to their office and they'll actually give you a whole rundown on everything that you came to do. Like, that is how it is. So don't panic. Okay, so that's my advice. Okay, there's this advice I need to give you guys. Now, I'm actually one person I like to gatekeep. I'm not going to lie. Because see, people, you have this thing of casting something when somebody tells you, then it becomes expensive and ding. But with this one, I'm not going to gatekeep. Because so actually somebody advised me, okay? And the person said that now that you've actually entered a new year, people should take this. Don't listen. If you don't listen at me, yeah, I've said it, but it's good if you listen. Now that we have actually entered this new year, very soon we're actually ending our national service. Don't look for it to be retained in your place, like in your institution or your place of work right now. Instead, maybe get your CV ready. Have your bosses and your supervisors look through your CV to see if you're going to apply for a job, if this CV is like the right standard. Instead of you waiting for you to be retained at your place of work, that's applying, because it is during this period that companies have actually made their budgets, okay, for the year. So during this period that they'll be employing people. So if you apply for jobs, when it's time to recruit, lucky enough, you get some companies to, recruit you. So I'm giving you this advice because fine, you are fresh out of school and now come to face corporate world. So this is my advice for you. I'm also doing my own, so if you do yours too, and keep well, do you understand? But if you like, don't do it because maybe you already have assurance to be everything. So you understand? Yeah. Well, I think this video is getting too long. Comment me if you want a part 2, if you want more gist, if you want more gist, so let me know. But if you would like to have a part 2 of this video, you just tell me. And at your request, I'll do it. Okay. So thank you very much for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hey, even for why you like this? Subscribe. If you subscribe, you won't die. Okay. Please subscribe. Okay. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you very much for watching this video again. Bye.